Hey, good morning. It's your girl. This morning, the thought was food for fuel. I was on my way to Planet Fitness, left my body on the floor back there, so I did a good job of my workout this morning. But while I was on my way there, I thought about food for fuel. What are we putting in our bodies for fuel? They say you are what you eat, and that is true. If you're putting a bunch of junk food in your body, that's the quality you're going to get out of your body is junk. If you're putting in intermediate grade fuel, then you'll run a little bit better. But if you put in that high premium, you're going to function at your ultimate. So I want to think about today food for fuel. What are we putting in our bodies that is giving us the best results we can get? I know I've had poor eating habits for a long time. So trying to adjust what we eat is a great plan. Make a plan. I brought that up the other day in my other video. Make a plan of what you're going to eat. Sometimes our days get crazy and we don't eat as well as we should. So make a plan to eat healthier than you did the day before. I've tried to do this. It's a day-by-day process for me. I have not arrived. I have not arrived, but it's a day-by-day process. So let's think about what we're eating. Let's think about what we're putting in our bodies, not just food, but also liquids. Increasing our water intake is major. Again, to flush all toxins, that processed food we've been eating, just flush all that out. So whatever you're putting in your body, expect the result from that. Don't expect high performance from junk food. Those two don't mix. Don't expect that at all. I know at one point, my daily, for a long time, for like 2 years, my breakfast was a McGriddle, eggs and cheese from McDonald's with a large coffee, 4 creams, 10 sugars. I like sweet and creamy. So I had to learn how to cut that cycle, that bad habit of having every day sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle with a large coffee, 4 creams, 10 sugars. And I never got that what they call it, that sugar crash. Now I didn't get a sugar rush. I just like the sweetness that my coffee wasn't bitter. Okay, so I had to learn how to stop that cycle, and I had to learn how to do it one meal at a time. That's what Weight Watchers taught me, was one meal at a time, one day at a time. If you're trying to change all your stuff at one time, don't do that. You're going to frustrate yourself and you're going to get discouraged. I started with one meal. And sometimes you might not even have to do a whole meal, but like a part of your meal. So one of the things I just started recently, I should say recently, for over the last 2 years, is drinking more water. Instead of having pop with my dinner, I started having water with my dinner. Was my dinner still probably full of carbs and a bunch of red meat? Probably. But at least I had water to flush it. And then it just continued to evolve. As it evolved, so now my meals are not just a bunch of carbs. And if you've watched Lord of the Rings, you've heard of second breakfast. Have a relationship with second breakfast, okay? Because I would get up early like I normally do, and I would work out, and I would have to eat because when you work out, you get hungry. So I would eat, and then come about 9 or 10 o'clock, I was hungry again. So I started calling that my second breakfast. So if you are one of those that you will eat in the mornings, don't skip meals. Don't skip meals. I'm learning how to graze, and the week before was better than last week. I'm not so great at grazing. I'm getting better. I lost more weight the week I was grazing than the week I ate 3 meals a day. That's weird to me. It was really weird because I didn't think that grazing would help me because I was constantly eating all day. But there is some truth behind that grazing and keeping your metabolism burning throughout the day. That actually made a little bit of sense after the fact because I didn't see how it would work in the beginning. But I tried it, and grazing does work. It does work. I did notice the week that I grazed, my weight went down. I also exercised daily that week as well. And then the next week, I did my 3 meals a day and I exercised every day and I gained half a pound. Go figure. So I'm telling you, those are little experiments we're going to want to do to see what works for your body. For my body, grazing worked. I didn't think it would, but it did. So for my grazing fuel, I like cheese. I can't give up cheese. I got mozzarella, string cheese, provolone. I like white cheeses. The yellow processed cheese messes with my system, so I can't have that. But any white cheese, I'm good. And I love pepper jack. Pepper jack and crackers or pepper jack, like basically my own Lunchables. I get pepper jack cheese, some crackers, usually whole wheat crackers, and the summer sausage. Call it good. So that'll be my snack throughout the day, and also nuts. So that's my fuel. I liked having that as my fuel to take me throughout the day. I have my breakfast shake at home, and in my little mini bag, my smaller lunch bag, I will have my crackers, my summer sausage, and my cheese. I would throw in some grapes or some little tangerine oranges or cuties, and I will have that through the day. I have to find another source of snack though, because again, I like variety. I can't have the same thing over and over. It drives me absolutely bonkers. I get bored. So I got to try something else next week. Actually, I could probably do it this week. Try something else to have for my fuel for the rest of this week. Because I did the cheese and summer sauce or little meat sticks last week. And I don't want to do it again this week. The week before. It was boring. So I need to try something else. I do that a lot. I try different things all the time. And I guess for me, it messes with my system, messes with my body, so it doesn't get used to any one thing. So it's constantly trying to adjust to my eating habits and what I'm doing. Because if you stay the same, and I keep hearing it, just 4 exercises a day or just 5, and get that down and perfect that. I get it, but that's boring. So I have to change things up, find another way to do it. Otherwise, I stop because I get bored of it. So, food for fuel. What are you putting in your body? I know, like I said, I'm drinking a lot more water than I ever used to. I don't drink a whole lot of juice because of the sugar content. Pop. I've heard from different trainers that, you can have a pop every now and then, or, you can have one a day. Because if you're a big pop drinker like I was in the past, it was nothing for me to down a 2-liter. It was like a 20 ounce. But now I'll get a tall 16 ounce or a tall 20 ounce. And I still have a whole 3 cases of those. But I treat them as more of a reward for myself than a daily drink. If I drop 5 pounds, I get a pop. I was like, ooh, yeah, be transparent. Who's going to do what? So reward yourself. Don't take everything away from yourself because then you're going to crave it even more. But give yourself a reward. Give yourself a goal to look at. I've had people, and I've done it as well. I will buy about an outfit that I wanted to get into, nowhere near the size I was. And that outfit is probably still hanging in my closet somewhere in the back of the closet because I'm not there. So if your thing is closed, great. I'll probably end up giving the outfit away because it's a size 9, and I don't see it coming. Eventually, I'll get there, but right now, today, it's not gonna happen. So, food for fuel. What we put into our body is what we're gonna get out. So, make sure you're putting in healthy choices. And I'm not saying have to be vegan. I'm not saying you have to eat plant-based. Just be mindful of what we're putting in our body because it makes a difference. Me being pre-diabetic, I have to be careful of how many carbs or how little carbs that I'm taking in because I'll get lightheaded, I'll get dizzy, and I can't function. So I have to pay attention to how many carbs I'm putting in. So whenever you get a chance to look at your food intake or what you put into your body, drop me a note. I want to know what we're eating and make sure that it's on par with our weight loss goal. Because don't think you're going to be able to eat crappy and eat junk food and obtain your goal. Not going to happen. So make sure that we're making healthier choices. Breakfast. A lot of people like eggs for breakfast. I like eggs, but I can't eat them every day. And I don't really care for cereal. I do like oatmeal. So make sure you're having healthy choices. For lunch, what are your choices for lunch? Are you taking your lunch to work or are you going through the drive-thru? I'm not saying we need to become rabbits and we have to eat salads every day. Oh my God, because I've done that. I had salads every day for dinner and it was awesome salads. I would add a bunch of different greens. I like using cuties in my salads and grilled chicken. And then a salad topper. It was on. I loved it. But I can't do that every day. I felt like I was becoming a rabbit. And I didn't like that. So I had to change up my lunch. And my dinner. So make sure you eat healthier. Again, now I'm saying everything has to change. But make sure you're changing at least one thing of your meal choice. Just one. Just start there. And don't worry about the rest. Because for me, it's baby steps. I can't go leaps and bounds. I love researching, so I'm still researching what's going to work for me. So make sure that you're making healthier food choices today and drink more water. If that's the healthier choice you can do right now, because you can't give up McDonald's, you can't give up Taco Bell, or you can't give up Kentucky Fried Chicken, whatever the case may be. Here you go. Okay, McDonald's breakfast menu, and you order a meal. You have to have your coffee. You have to have that sandwich, but you don't have to have the hash brown. Okay, there you go. Lunch, you went to Taco Bell, got a combo. Don't get the pop with the combo. Just get the taco. Let's say, then I mentioned KFC. Eat the chicken. Maybe get it original. Maybe get it extra crispy. But take off the skin and don't eat the biscuit. That's what I'm saying. Small choices. We can have what we want, but then we got to think smart about it. Be smart. Because some meals are going to have more calories than others. So try to find a way to cut the calories. Try to find a way to cut those carbs. Yes, you're going to have carbs. We got to have carbs. It's just a thing. We got to have carbs. But find a way to cut them so we're not having so many. Our body can only process so many carbs. Our body can only process so much sugar. So make sure that you're making healthier choices and not overloading our system with a bunch of stuff we don't need. Because then what it becomes? It becomes fat. So we don't want to store it. We don't want to store it for later use. We want to burn it. Burn it off. So just letting you know, that was on my mind today. Was healthier eating options, food for fuel. You have a good day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure you're making healthier food choices and that the food that you're putting into your body is the fuel that you're using, and you're having premium fuel for your body. You have a blessed day, and I'll catch y'all later.